Hey everybody, this is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. And I'm here with another comic review. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder that you can get Mighty Mascots 1 through 9, along with all the other comics I've done on my website, which is recklesssidekick.com or heroenvy.com. Just go to the store section. I have PayPal buttons set up where you can just click away and make the payment, and I will send you the merch. And the price listed there is just the price, but every shipping is free basically. So check it out if you can. And then also for Plastic City Comic Con, looks like applications are live now for vendors and for Artist Alley. So check that out. And we look forward to seeing you this year. All right, on to this week's review. So I am reviewing GIJoe 301, or number 1, however you want to look at it. This is from Skybound Entertainment. The writer on this book is Larry Hama. The artist is Chris Mooneyham. Colorist is Francesco Segala, and the letterer is Pat Brousseau. And so this is short summary. This is the new relaunch of GIJoe for Skybound Entertainment, which is, I guess, separate from the Energon universe stuff that they are also doing with the Transformers. This is more of a continuation of the Marvel comic that started back in, I think 1982 or something like that, 1983 or something like that. And they're basically it's went up to issue 300, and now this is a new number 1. But it's still keeping the numbering of the legacy numbering, so it's 301 basically. But if you look at the cover, it has first issue, big tags at the bottom, But yeah, it was good. Short summary. It's basically the whole issue. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's basically the first issue throws you right into this sky battle that's happening between GIJoe and Cobra. And it looks like there's a mutant, I think it's called a mutant virus bomb or something. So there's Cobra Island, and then there's a Cobra cruise ship also out there. And the Joes are trying to, it looks like they captured Cobra Commander, and they're trying to get away from the island before this bomb goes off. And that's pretty much the premise of this first issue. The cool thing about it, I would say, is that because I haven't read GIJoe in, I don't know, many years, since the Marvel days. So probably since issue 40 or something of the GIJoe comic from Marvel. And I know it went from Marvel Comics to Devil's Due. And then I think Image had it for a little while, and then IDW had it. But they kept Larry Hama on, and they kept the numbering going. So they've produced 300 issues over all these different companies, which is really cool, to see a long running book like this, especially something that's sort of outside of the superhero realm, And the good thing about it is like I said, I haven't read anything since the Marvel days. So I was able to just jump right in and kind of pick up everything that was happening. The good thing about the book is they have a 2 pages of just giving you an update on everything that's happened, up to this point. But kind of summary, they sum it up really nice so that you can just jump right into the book. And then in the back, they have a bunch of character sheets. There's 2 pages worth of just the GIJoe. They'll show the GIJoe head, and then there'll be a paragraph underneath telling you who the person is and things like that. So if you're kind of rusty on your GIJoes, you can read this and catch up. And they also have some of the Cobra guys as well. But yeah, it was really good. It was a nice, I didn't know I missed G.I. Joe until I had read it, and bravo to the Skybound team for getting people excited again about these Hasbro properties that have kind of, for lack of a better word, gone stale with when they were over at IDW. I didn't hear any excitement for these books when IDW had the properties, but Skybound's really taken it in, and they've really embraced how cool like G.I. Joe and Transformers and some of the other Hasbro properties really are, and they've kind of turned it around. So yeah, I'd say definitely this is worth checking out. So the artwork, this Chris Mooneyham, I don't think I've seen his artwork before, but it's really nice looking. The characters the renderings of the characters are really nice. And the colors too, by Francesco Segala, really complement the artwork. It has like a very gritty style to it, which I think really helps with a book like G.I. Joe, since like when you think G.I. Joe, it's like military, and action, and the book's very gritty and it just got a really nice look to it. When I went through it, it did remind me so much of the old Marvel stuff, and I think that's what they're kind of going for with this series. The lettering is great. I mean, Pat Brousseau's been lettering forever, and he's always solid. Yeah, just a really great package. I would say if you love G.I. Joe, or if you've loved G.I. Joe in the past, you might want to give this one another look. Like if you had stopped collecting like I did and kind of went off onto other books, this is a great place to jump back in. Now, my understanding too of this whole Energon universe is that this Larry Hama book, this G.I. Joe book, is separate from all the other things going on because it's carrying the Marvel continuity. So other books like Transformers, and then they just started the Duke miniseries, are all kind of building this other Energon universe, and Void Rivals is part of that as well. So yeah, so it's kind of cool, like just going knowing that, and then I think you can enjoy it. So like I said, not much happens in this first issue. It's almost like a trial by fire issue where you're just thrown into the action, and then you just see things unfold, and it kind of sets up another cool thing for future issues. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting back into this world and seeing where this storyline goes. And I'm also going to plan on catching the other. I've already did a review for Transformers, and I am collecting Void Rivals, but I'm also probably going to get the Duke, and then there's going to be a Cobra Commander miniseries as well. So I may end up reviewing those as well when I get them and read them. But yeah, I'd say this gets a recommend from me. I think I think the people that really like this will be people like my age that grew up with G.I. Joe. I'm not sure if a new reader would really get into it. They might. Depends. It's not really anything like anything else on the stands at the moment. So yeah, I mean, say give it a try if you're curious about what G.I. Joe is and what they're about. It might be, this is a great jumping on point. Everything kind of sets it up for a new reader, which is good. I appreciate that. It's a standard. Let me see. Let me check the prices here. The book was $3.99, which is a good deal, for in this day and age. It was a standard about 24 pages plus all the extras, and there's like a note from Larry Hama and the artist at the end talking about their experiences with G.I. Joe. It's in color, and yeah, it's worth your money, I think. So I'd say check it out. It gets the ICR stamp of approval. All right, everybody, that's it for this review of G.I. Joe. Join us every other week for a live stream, with indie creators. We just had a really cool one with a creator that literally was paralyzed and found his way back to moving around again, and then in wanting to make comics. Really inspiring story. That was the one that was on this past Monday. And we'll probably have some clips of it for the ICR bits section as well going forward. So, but yeah, check it out. Like, subscribe, share. and most importantly, read some comics. Thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Let's go! Game not over.